5.
And you fed me. I'm mad at you right now because ain't nothing happening in your yard.
It's soon.
You want to go shopping. You heard me, sir? I go shopping right here.
Uh,
Yeah? What's your favorite thing?
Anything.
Anything?
I gotta go. I'll holler back.
Bye. Nah, for real though, people really be pulling up and just be like, oh, what you got today? I'm like, oh, peppers, tomato, what you want? And they take it. I mean, I can't eat all that. My name's Amy, and I live over here in Thomasboro. I've been here for 5 years. I turned my front yard that was grass and stuff into a small garden that feeds my family. And so I'm a nurse, an herbalist, and obviously an avid gardener. But I'm also a naturalist, and I believe in healing the body through food and through herbs and through water. So these are important things that I think that my neighborhood hasn't necessarily had access to, and that I'm really passionate about helping to solve that problem, because it's a basic human right, in my opinion, to have access to fresh foods and vegetables and healing herbs and water. So I'm gonna do whatever I can to play a role in solving this issue, as I have started in my garden. I give out a lot of produce to my neighbors and things because I can't eat 700 tomatoes, so.
Yeah, I've been living on this side of town. Me and my mom have been living on this side of town for basically a couple of months. I'm basically from Tennessee, but since me and my mom, since we have came down here, sadly, I lost my car, and I have been walking everywhere on foot. And one thing I can say most frustratingly I'm dealing with right now is the fact that when I do walk to the store, there isn't any really fresh vegetables or anything like that. If you really want a home-cooked natural meal, you have to really have a car. You gotta have somebody go outside of this whole neighborhood, you get what I'm trying to say, just to get something close to even healthy.
So, as a nurse and an herbalist, I've had a lot of experience with different diseases, and have found that once people put high quality foods into their bodies, these diseases and things tend to heal themselves, because the body is very intelligent and has the ability to heal itself when it is given the proper tools to do so. And removing things that are man-made that you're eating, such as frozen pizzas, chips, sodas, lots of boxed foods and things that are already made, has a profound effect on the body, even just removing those things and replacing them with whole foods, which would be, when I say whole foods, I mean fruits, vegetables that you chop up and you prepare.
Hi, my name's Robin. I've been here in this Marble Street, 1028, apartment A. I've been here 25 years, trying to go to the store, because the store's so far from me. But the little vendor store up here, up the street, take 5 minutes to get up there, but they don't got the stuff I really need. I'm trying to get some fresh vegetables, fresh food. I can't get it. I'm just so doggone mad because I can't get no fresh food. Every store I go, the food don't look right, don't look good. I gotta get something that's fresh for me, my body. I need good food, good fresh, good frozen vegetables like bananas, potatoes. For me, I need it. I definitely need it because I'm a diabetic person. I got to have it. I'm tired of going through Family Dollars and the little small store up the street. They don't got the stuff I need. They really don't. I mean, everybody out here in this neighborhood needs good fresh food. We really do need some fresh food.
I think that we could easily orchestrate a farmer's market once a week within the boundaries of this space, through a church, parking lot, or wherever. But I know somebody around here would be fine hosting a farmer's market where people come and sell their goods for I mean, the farmers market that we go to is the Charlotte Yorkmount one, the Charlotte Regional Farmers Market, and the fruits and veggies are way cheaper than they are in the grocery store. And they're typically organic. So it's just, the access is, we could just bring a farmer's market over here, really. Yeah.
Hi, my name's Cody. I'm a farmer here in Charlotte, growing organic produce. Been selling here at the Regional Farmers Market for about 5 years. And it's a great way to get in contact with the community and do something useful for the world. Well, we all know that when you eat something and you need to get nutrients for your body, your cells to make tissues and all this, the way you get that is through eating. It's through eating, breathing, and drinking. It's the only 3 ways that things come into your body. And if you aren't getting a nice nutrient profile through your diet, there is no other way unless you take supplements. So I would say that the reason it's important that you eat food that's grown in an organic manner is because it's going to have a more balanced micronutrient profile as opposed to something that's just fed like an NPK fertilizer. Impossible. If you don't add certain nutrients, or the biology in the soil doesn't make them available, then where else do they come from?
Right.
I would say that like the biggest difference between maybe some kind of a prescription drug you're taking for some kind of a medical condition is that the prescription drug is most likely something to help remedy side effects of having this problem, but that isn't going to solve it in the long run. So I would say that eating healthy and changing that as a habit is going to more effectively target the problem as opposed to just kind of covering it up. I mean, that's if you're taking drugs for, trying to control like high blood pressure, that's not getting to the bottom, like the root cause of why is it that you have high blood pressure? Why is it that, maybe you're struggling being overweight, or, a whole plethora of things. Maybe you have some kind of a digestive problem or something. I mean, it's really not gonna solve it in the long run. It's just gonna make it easier to deal with over time. And so if you're eating, I've never really heard of any kind of negative side effects from eating healthier.
I haven't either.
Yeah. So I just think that, it's a safe bet. You want to take a risk taking a drug that, in the description or on the commercial, the drug company has to say like, it potentially could have these certain side effects, this, that, or try to make a lifestyle change. It's going to be harder up front, but in the long run, you're probably not going to have to worry about any kind of negative side effects. And it really just looks like a win-win.
Yeah.
So what you see here, this is the inaugural Freedom Farm. West side of Charlotte has been needing something like this for years. We're going to have fresh organic produce being grown out of here. And this side of town has desperately needed this. I've been on this side of town for over 20 years, and the grocery stores on this side of town, they struggle. They struggle to get the fresh produce that's needed. We struggle to get, if you go into some of these grocery stores in the produce section, you'll see 1 head of lettuce, 1 bag of carrots, and the processed foods, yeah, there's no problem with that. They're all over the place. This is going to be the start of something very, very special. Across the street from our medical clinic, we're going to be prescribing specific vegetables to match with the specific condition, whether you're diabetic or you suffer from gout, heart disease, the specific vegetables that are going to help with those conditions. Our providers, our pharmacists are going to know exactly what is going to be needed, and that's exciting. So this farm is not just a StarMed project, this is a West Side Charlotte project. Everybody's going to be welcome. Let's come out on the weekends, during the week. If you want to participate in planting, please come out. We have a chicken coop back there. If you want to come in and see some chickens, throw some feed at them. This is going to be for everyone. So the other thing that's really, really exciting is the food that's being grown here isn't just going to be available here or at our clinic. We're developing a program where we're going to be bringing the food out to the community. If your car is broken down or you don't have access to transportation, we're going to be able to set up food carts across the community, similar to like an ice cream truck. Not that your kids might get excited to go get a bag of carrots, but maybe they will. Who knows? Let's have some fun with it. But the idea is to set up produce stands all throughout west side of Charlotte with the vegetables and the eggs that are grown here in this facility. So it's truly super exciting to think about what this plot of land was a year ago. You know, with the vegetables being grown over here, the raised beds, chicken coop, that's going to function as our pop-up stand. There's even a little fire pit for community involvement. Our grand hope in this isn't just about us and doing this for the community from our standpoint. We hope to be the example of what other leaders within the community can do. We will show you how to do it. This is something that is near and dear to our heart. Our Food is Medicine program across the street. If somebody comes into our clinic and they don't have access to vegetables, they're either going to get low cost or no cost vegetables prescribed to them that are grown here locally. It's exciting.